Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the fly.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Hurts. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, this is swung out to Eckler, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Curt's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts, flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here. Final drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Herbert to throw. Whipping run into Allen. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Kaiser White. It's a foot race. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job.
A lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right. Because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play, but by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go now. Hey, smash Broncos.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
That's the score. Chargers 7, Eagles nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Come on. Hey.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Check pass.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kickers over there are saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A quick throw there out to Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
To throw again on second down. Hurts looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Hurts, out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 31 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
19 Tigers. 3.
They'll go again with Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go. Panther 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
right at the 30. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Sanders is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 41 yards. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, They'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 27, Eagles 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Curt sets up to throw it. Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Slot man moves right. Herbert. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. Now it's Herbert. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. On the move past the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Let's go.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield on that play.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 26 yards. And the Chargers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.